Next, we have dance and cheer team.
Cole. Oh man.
Alright, we're gonna get this going. I think they're pretty loud without it though. Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me better this way? No? Really?
How about now? Okay, I just feel like I sound like a chipmunk. I don't know. Alright, so we want to, we're going to start a dance team, actually, and we had a small, but very mighty team this year. It actually started out with 12, and dance season is hard. Our most committed stayed, they made it through the season, and we did some really wonderful routines. What they did this year, they actually danced at Hoop It Up, Relay for Life, the Senior Fair, Homecoming, Rotary, Kiwanis, and every single basketball game at home. Plus, we had our most successful youth dance clinic this season. Well, I see a couple of our little dancers here tonight, and thank you guys so much for that. We do want to make sure that we thank our administration, the Boasters, for our lovely jackets that we got this year for all the teams, our athletic director, and our parents and families that donate so much of their time, their money, their snacks. They drive kids, they stay up late, and we just really, really appreciate you. As parents of athletes, we know how tough that is sometimes. And really, my favorite partner in crime, Karen Richards, you should give her a round of applause because she does a ton. Yes. And also not with us tonight, Sherry Fitch, who is also a huge part of the cheer program as well. So we want to introduce our dancers to you. Oh, and we want to thank the band, because the band is wonderful. And I don't know if they get enough recognition. So I want to make sure to thank them. So for dance, we have our senior Hannah Ray. Yeah. She was also voted MVP, Most Valuable Dancer, for this season. So we want to make sure she sees that as well. Ladies, in all of your packets, you want to make sure that you see the dates for tryouts for everything. And if you need, any of you are looking to try out for cheer dance next year, we have the dates tentative. Also, we have pictures, state certificates. So as you get things, really look through your packages. We have lots of stuff. Next, we have one of our captains, Jenna Richards. Her mom wants a hug, right?
I didn't think it was necessary.
All right, next up we have another captain, Shelby Easter. I will never forget Shelby's hair for zombie night. If you saw that, you might have seen some of the pictures up there. That took us about an hour and a half to get her hair that way. And Mom, thank you for all that you did to fix that afterwards. Next up, another captain, Brianna Parisati. Next up, we have Alyssa Anderson. And next up, and actually our last one on the dance team this year, is she had never danced before. And we found her inspiring, cheerful, and always happy. And that is Cassandra White. There's a story there. It's fabulous. All right, so please give your dance team a round of applause. Thank you. And listen, if you were just on dance team, you can actually go ahead and sit down if you want. Or you can stay up there and enjoy the fabulous. All good. So next up, we're going to do our competition cheer team. And as you can see, we have some hard work to present to our school and our athletic directors. So we want to actually have Shelly Moore come up. And we're going to present her with 2 second place trophies from our competition season this year. For cheer. Cheer. So I know they don't look huge, because you're thinking second place should be like here, right? But that's something that's never been done for cheerleading at Taft. They've never brought home a second for moons, actually. So that's a really big deal. We brought one home from summer, but not for competition season. So to get that in a new league this year is amazing, and I think they worked so hard for that. It's absolutely incredible. Get a big clap. Just being in the 3A league, we learned so much this year. We actually went back and looked at all of our score sheets from every single competition in how we stood against the other teams. We actually scored highest across the board, even at state, with how high they jumped. That's huge. They are so high. And it's just very, very cool. We also want to thank everyone that came to state and helped support them. We had our biggest crowded state ever this year. And that was really, really fun. I want to thank you for that. So we'll get on announcing the team. We have, again, your state certificates are in here. This is for Valerie Herrera. Competition season, cheer season, going into competition season, that's 9 months. Our season is just as long and it might comparable with swimming. I mean, just 2 almost year-round seasons. And it takes so much dedication and hard work. I just can't thank them enough. We have Alyssa Anderson next. And through the ups and the downs, this team is just amazing. We have Lexi French. Next up, we have Captain Jen Richards. And I asked a lot from the captains, whether it's football season, competition cheer season, dance season. They're like my right-hand girls, and I expect a lot from them, and they always stand up to it. Mine here tonight is Haley Jolly. She was our girl that managed that game this week, so I was the first ever for Taft. Next up, we have Pia Chestnut, our super Every team needs a back spot like Pia. She's amazing. Next up, we have Amit. Captain Sarah Davis. Madison Beatty. She was our only freshman. Next up, Senior Hannah Ray. And a girl that's not here tonight is actually Mackenzie Markham. We voted her most inspirational. Let me tell you a quick story why. At our first competition, she broke her elbow on a tumbling run. She finished the entire routine holding onto her elbow. And we actually iced her, gave her stuff on the ride home, rode all the way home on a bus, just think about a bus with a broken elbow. And then they put her in, we thought maybe just like a sling. She got this massive Iron Man elbow. So those of you that went to school with her, that's how that happened. And for her to finish a routine in total pain was amazing. She just did the whole thing. And when you watch it on YouTube now, I just want you to know, when you see it and she crumbles, she broke her elbow for her team. And she went to every practice after that. She went to every competition. And she was inspiring. And I couldn't imagine it without her. So I'm sorry she's not here. But you guys, they were ahead of me too. I know, it was so cool. I also have 3 girls to recognize that are being nominated for the East-West Shriners game as cheerleaders. This goes for lots of different things: athleticism, achievements in school, civic responsibility, and these 3 girls really stood out through the whole competition season, and they're very deserving. So it's a very nice honor for them to be nominated for this, and this goes to Jen Richards, Sarah Davis, and Lexi French.